Hey, what's up, guys? So today I wanted to talk about the Scuf Prestige controller. I have owned this controller for about 6 months, and I wanted to tell you my opinion on it and what issues I've had. So when I first bought this controller, I was super excited. It was my first competition controller with paddles, trigger stoppers. It was a very cool controller to get. All of my favorite streamers used it, so I was like, it has to be a good controller. So let's start off with the issues I started having. So one of the first issues I would have is I use Astro 40s. Whenever I would plug in, sometimes the Astro 40s would power up, sometimes they wouldn't. I would have to reset the controller just to get the Astros to power back on. Another issue I was having was the paddles, which is a huge thing for me. In the middle of gaming, I'd be sitting there playing, my paddles would just stop working. And I would have to stop playing, reset the controller, just so the paddles would start working again, because they would just do nothing. It was happening more and more and more frequently. And this was only within like a month of owning. After about 2 months of owning it, the controller would be on and it would just power itself off and then power itself back on. And it would do this in the middle of gaming. Started becoming more and more frequently, just like the paddles. It started getting really, really frustrating. I started getting really tired of the controller. I was happy I had paddles. Paddles are a huge help in Call of Duty, which I mainly play. The trigger stoppers helped out a lot with, all your guns. But just the whole paddles turning off was a huge thing for me, just like the worst. The final straw for me with this controller was in the middle of playing one night, it just shut off and it would not power back on. The next day I tried it, it powered back on, but that night it was just done. It was fully charged. It was fine, and then just randomly stopped working. For an expensive controller, you would think these types of issues wouldn't exist, and they would have done a better job with it, but I couldn't do it. I had to go buy an Elite 2, something with better warranty, something that will hopefully last me longer. I know that one has stick drift, but that's what dead zones and stuff are for. I get over that, but for your paddles to stop working, no, that's not okay. For your controller to turn off in the middle of gaming, that's not okay. This is only 6 months of use and I'm already done with it, throwing it out. Hopefully the Elite 2 lasts me longer. I'll do a video on that one too to tell you guys how it is after 6 months of use. I play constantly. I'm just a casual gamer, but I play pretty much every day, Call of Duty. Hopefully this helps you decide whether or not you want a Scuf. I mean, the PlayStation controllers might be better, but the Prestige for me, no, I'm not going to ever buy a Scuf again. It's my first video I've ever made, so it would really help if you like and subscribe. And thank you for watching. Thank you for your time.